But also, one of the glaring still holes left on this team is the strong side linebacker. We've heard things like, Daniel Hardy's going to drop back into coverage sometimes and play a linebacker. I think that's great as far as the scheme, right? But who's your actual consistent starting linebacker? And we heard that earlier. It's going to come down to Ruben Hippolyte and Noah Sewell, and that this is going to be a fun battle to watch. But it seems like Ruben Hippolyte is really starting to turn some heads in regards to that and what this team could potentially be, and what he can bring to this team. And I think that's really good when it comes down to it. If you can get solid play out of a rookie, right? And even comparisons were made between him and Jack Sanborn's story is how they're going to come in as rookies and really make a name for themselves. Now, Jack Sanborn did it as an undrafted rookie, and that's great there. But by Bleacher Report, Ruben Hippolyte was actually picked as the one to have a summer breakout. Through training camp and things like that for the Chicago Bears, and that could very well lead to him earning a starting position with this team. Hippolyte, a lot's been made of his speed. 5'11", 4.3 40. A lot's been almost a 4.4 40. It was 4.339 was the time there. But I think when you look at this and you look at Hippolyte and what he's able to come to, is that he's coming to a situation where everybody's made it clear. Ryan Poles just said it on 1920 yesterday, is that everything is open, and they mean that. Like, it is a truly open competition for everything, and everybody's gonna have to work for their spot. And so Hippolyte coming into a situation where A, you were drafted, B, your defensive coordinator is excited to have you here in Dennis Allen, but nothing's gonna be given to you. Now you got Noah Sewell ahead of you, who hasn't really done anything special in the NFL so far. But I'll tell you this, I'm happy to hear that even Noah Sewell's even making it in the competition. The fact that this spot for the strong side linebacker is turning into a competition that people who've been in training camp and in practices are actually saying they're excited to see how it works out, tells me that maybe Noah Sewell's finally come in there and showing some things that seem like he's ready for a larger role for this year. Now, whether it comes down to Hippolyte or it comes down to Noah Sewell, whoever it ends up coming down to, they're going to have to fit in. And Ruben Hippolyte does offer a really nice ability. What does he do? That speed to come around the outside as a linebacker, even at 5'11", he's a strong son of a bitch, right? Is what it comes down to. And so this is a guy that also, the Bears are really high on him because of his character. He had really good high character scores, which is one of the reasons why the Bears drafted him as well. He's going to come in and try to fit in with TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds. And having the balance between your three linebackers is going to be really important.